Yo, I'm at Level 8 Studios hanging out with Kingsman Media Group. My name is Jody Daniels. I am a music producer, songwriter, musician, entrepreneur. I produce music for artists, for film, TV. I also have a clothing line. So I'm kind of a multifaceted guy. Aaliyah, Shirley Caesar, the Ohio Players. On a gospel end, the famous, world famous Pilgrim Jubilees and Doc McKenzie and God rest his soul, Keith Wonderboy Johnson. Every time he come to the area, hey, can you play organ? Can you play? So, I got a chance to do a lot with people like that. Even some of my closer friends from here in town who have famous roots, the Billy Becks and Rick Wards and Black Rose. And those guys are far reaching because they've done things with everybody. So I include them in that more famous element. I'm trying to think, was there anybody else I did something with it? Miss Patty Howard, who actually was a co-producer on the first Brandy album. But she also did things like sing on most of Michael Jackson's songs. She toured with Whitney and sang background for her and Andre Crouch. And so there's a lot of people I've done a lot of things with off the top of my head. And I don't want to sound condescending or what have you. I've just done a lot of things, and some of it has been like with some incredible. When I did the Aaliyah thing, I literally sat in front of my DAW, my digital audio workstation, and I'm listening to nothing but her vocals. And I sat there, I played them, and I sat there for probably a half an hour like, I'm doing Aaliyah. This is the Aaliyah. So things like that. And most people in this area don't know that I did Aaliyah. Most of the time when something like that happens, the people who are sending that to you, a label or entity as such, will say, we're looking for this type of feel. We need a pop feel, we need a radio hit, we need something that's R&B or hip hop or what have you. So my first thought is, okay, I'm listening to these vocals. What's the best way to enhance what they're doing and get it to what these people want? So they were looking for a crossover probably between pop and R&B. So my thing was, okay, what actually constitutes pop and what constitutes R&B? And let me get the best of both elements and bring this song together. So that's what I was thinking, was like, okay, what's the things that people look for in these genres? And let me put that on this. That particular song, the first one, was called Closer. But I did other things pertaining to Aaliyah. Aaliyah did, oh gosh, it was a gospel song. I'm trying to think of what that song, Amazing Grace. Aaliyah actually sang Amazing Grace. So my job was to kind of figure out how to make it churchy, but not churchy, because people hadn't heard Aaliyah doing church. So it wasn't my job to make Aaliyah be Donnie McClurkin or the Clark, sisters or what have you. It was to enhance a more church presence while still keeping it mainstream for the bigger audience.